welcome to another episode of Is It Worth Grading? Let's get right into it. So now, in this episode, I have a beautiful Mr. George Washington gold dollar coin. Here we have the obverse side. The gold color you see is not actual real gold. It's actually, for this coin, which was first made back in February 15 of 2007, it gets its gold color from, it's 88.5% copper, 2% nickel, 6% zinc, and 3.5% manganese. So not real gold, but a gold look. Very cool coin. If you look at it, we can see quite a few things going on here. A little defect. Right here is a defect. A little bit of surface scratching going on. And you'll notice here on the rim and the edge there's a few dents, a few dings to our friend. Put in the comment section if you guys think it's worth grading or not. I'll give you my opinion in the end before we run it through the AI. So now let's zoom in on it. Mr. Washington's nose. There's a little bit of scratching on his face. And again, most coins you're going to see a lot of the damage on the raised part of the coin because that's just going to be coming in contact with most areas. Quite a bit of scratching right there and there. Under his eye, on his lip. Quite a bit of damage on this coin. There's the artist's initials. Right there. Very nice. And if you guys recall, these coins are actually stamped with the hydraulic presses and really fast, with tons of PSI. So when the engraver's making the mold, it's actually the reverse of what you're seeing. So what is raised, this was actually the like unpunched. So the deeper part, the field back here was actually what was punched down. So you can kind of see the difference going on there. Pretty interesting from a technical perspective. The writing looks good. There's a little defect right there you can see on the end. Definitely, this coin's definitely seen its share of use. Oh, right there you see some pretty decent gouges on the edge of the rim there. Quite a few little dents and scratches. Again, I always marvel at the perseverance of U.S. currency, the fact that it's all banged up like this and yet still retains quite good physical, you guys see on the field here, quite a lot of little micro scratches going on there. Yeah, this coin's definitely been in circulation. Let's go back to Mr. Washington's face. Oh yeah. You can see quite a lot of scratches. Let me try adjusting the light a bit. That helps a little bit. Now, there's another good takeaway in this video. As you can see how, let me demonstrate for you how light affects what you see. So now you see this. So I turn up the light. You can see how some of the scratches just fade into the background. So we're going to adjust it back down. You kind of want the light to be a balance between bright enough to see, and again, not too bright. This is just the light from the scope without the light ring around the scope. I like to add a little bit of light from the light ring. About there is pretty good. And you can really see a good. Also notice as you move the piece around, you get a much better idea of the scratches. There's some pretty deep scratches there in his face. Here looks decent. Oh, there's a scratch right there and there. Quite a few right there in the forehead. We can see quite a few scratches. So quite a well circulated coin. Let's zoom out. Flip it over. Make sure we get that centered. I'm always fascinated how with coins the obverse side and the reverse side, you see different levels of wear. Like here, if you look in the field from this up where we're now, there's the scratches for a little bit. Overall, if you look at the field, it doesn't look too horrible. There's a little ding there. If you remember on the obverse side, we saw a lot more perceived wear. Ooh, there's a big honking defect right under the dome. As I say that, we see a lot of defects. You're not cooperating with me, coin. Also, if you see the light, the way the light kind of hits the coin, you turn down the ring. Kind of do more dramatic lighting. You can kind of see. This is the light just from the microscope itself. I'm going to turn the ring up just a smidge like that. Definitely a bit of wear. Right there on Liberty's arm, we get some scratches. We'll zoom in a moment. You guys will see much better, but definitely. The interesting thing also is in other videos you guys have seen how the edge and the rim can look really good on one side and horrible on the other. There's a good little dent right there. Still always marvel at the level of detail these engravers achieve on such a small canvas. Let's zoom in and see what we can see. You see that kind of strange discoloration. It's kind of more subtle than before, and I thought it would be. But you can kind of still see a little bit of something going on over there. It might be an environmental issue. Also, I got some very interesting things going on here with the D. Kind of see that white on the S as well, the E. I don't believe. Turned off the ring light again. If I intensify the ring light, you can almost actually kind of helps. You can kind of see that weird discoloration on the letter D and the E, the T. Turn it back down. There it is off. Give it somewhere a little bit. That white you're seeing is not. Oh no. Do something different. I should grab my hand and move the coin around here. I don't believe that's from the light. I think that's from the coin. Well, these coins are, again, they're 88.5% copper, 6% zinc, 2% nickel, 3.5% manganese. So you shouldn't. I really don't know what that white color is. And we'll see it here also. Interesting. Some of it is an artifact of the lighting, and some of it might be a defect on the coin. You can turn. You know, let me try something else. Brighten it up really bright. You can kind of see there the A. You can kind of see it. I don't believe. Oh, there you can also see some really good, some nice. Turn down the light for you. You know, when you're viewing coins under a scope, there is really a lot of. You can adjust the light sometimes. You kind of see. So if you look at this scratch, for example, as I just adjust. See, as I move the coin, you see how it lights up to a white color, but I just shift the coin over a bit, and you get this kind of dark. So if you look at this area right here, it goes from, it almost like lights up. And what's happening is, to explain it to you guys, is the way the light from the scope is refracting off the surface, you're hitting it just right, the angle of the light is what's causing it to light up like that. So you can kind of see quite a few scratches in the field. And what we might be seeing in the lettering, this white, might just be the way the defects are just reflecting off the lights. Might not be an actual Although I'm still, I'm turning it. It might just be the way the light's hitting the defects. Might just be the way the light's hitting it. But quite a bit of surface wear on this coin. These micro scratches you see here are probably caused when it was made, and it's just scuff marks when the coin hit other coins. These deeper gouges, like in Liberty's arm here, that is probably something more extreme than just hitting. Still, really, really cool. Oops, sorry, craftsmanship. I banged the scope. Really cool craftsmanship. Look at the details, the folds in Liberty's gown. You can even see they did the eyes, the nose, the mouth. Just really very impressive detail. Really a cool specimen. There's a good gouge right there. Very cool specimen. Again, you remember when we zoomed out, it looked different than it does now. There's another artist initials. So it looks like a different artist might have done the obverse, the reverse side, sorry, than the obverse side. So it might have been two different artists. I'm gonna keep bumping my scope. I'm just doing an awesome job today. Oh my goodness. Very cool coin. So put in the comments if you guys think this should be graded or not. And we're gonna go now to the AI. Okay, hey guys, we're at the Gemini 3 interface. And let's load up our still images of the coin. Is this coin worth grading? And it helps if I can spell. My apologies. And we're going to hit run. See what happens. I'm going to chime in and say no. My prediction is no, the coin is not worth grading. For what we saw, it was pretty heavily circulated. It's a 2007, right? George Washington was first minted back in February of 07. Not worth grading. Yeah, looks like Gemini agrees. Pretty much the expected outcome there. Obviously, its value is $1. It's a dollar coin. Uncirculated MS60 and MS65s are between $2 to $10. Over MS67 Plus, $50 to $150. Missing edge lettering brings up to $300. Double edge lettering could also be interesting. It goes $150. So you can see our coin didn't have any of these errors. In the video, you guys see the still images and close up. Once I finish, get this all compiled up for you guys. Here we go. Some key things to check. They said the edge. Check the rim of the coin. Check the date, mint mark, and the motto. E pluribus unum. In God we trust. The edges are completely smooth. You have a valuable missing edge lettering. Error. Cool. We'll check that out in a moment. I'm going to do a supplemental, shoot another video of the edge lettering, see if it's there. Surface quality, obviously, we saw a lot of those micro scratches and things like that. So not really the surface quality, especially the field and George Washington and Liberty had some pretty decent damage, scrapes and scratches on it, so not really worth the grading in that regard. Definitely we're not looking at a mirror-like finish. This is not a proof coin by any stretch. We'll check the edge lettering. We'll switch back to the video after this, check that edge lettering and see what it could look like. So let's do that. We're going to do a video now of the edges and go from there. So I'll see you guys very soon back to the coin's edge. So hi, welcome back. We're going to take a look at the edge of this coin. See if there's lettering on it. a little trickier to, so I'm going to do this. Just, let's see if I can, it's hard to zoom. And there we go. So as you can see here, this coin, sorry, if that right set up, does have edge lettering. And there you go, look at that. This is the edge lettering I was talking about. Kind of cool little feature of the gold dollar coin. There's D for Denmark Milk, 2007. Very cool. And it just keeps repeating. So yeah, so this coin does have the edge lettering, so not worth grading. So there you go. Definitely something to look out for in future dollar coins, is if there's edge lettering or not. But this one doesn't have it. Other quick side note: when you're handling coins, wear gloves, as you see in the video here, because your skin oil could actually degrade the surface quality of the coin. So definitely wear gloves. These are just blue nitrile gloves. You can get them, I think they're on Amazon. Nothing special in that. So not worth grading. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Please like and subscribe. Please comment in the comment section. Any ideas, recommendations, or things you'd like to see. Thank you so much and have a great day. Take care.